Greetings, people of Earth. My name is Rob Wieland. I am an author, game designer, and professional nerd. And tonight, I am the host of Theater of the Mind Players, your friendly neighborhood live streaming crew. We are in the final chicane of our run through Free League's excellent Things from the Flood here tonight, a sequel to their also excellent Tales from the Loop. So this is another one of our second season stories that we're telling here. And we are very excited to make our way through this storyline with these characters. Because we've kind of fallen in love with them as we've played. I mean, everybody falls in love with their characters as they play a game, but because we tend to hop anthology style from game to game, the chances for us to return and explore these characters more deeply is something unique and something that we really enjoy when we get a chance to do it. So for those of you who have not listened to our show before or watched our show before,
what are you doing on episode 4?
Right, this is a weird place to come in, but you may it may still happen because our friends at Free League have been very kind at retweeting our show link whenever I post it. So
turn around.
But as the ghostly Kahlua-scented voice of TAWNIE might be telling you, you're going to get more out of this if you go back and watch and or listen to our Tales from the Loop show and our previous episodes of Things from the Flood, because you're coming in like at the penultimate episode of the season right before the finale, so you should go back and understand why everyone is like, oh my god, I can't believe that happened. Let's go in and talk about our teams. We're going to go around the table here and introduce everybody. So what I would like for everybody to do is to introduce themselves, introduce their teenager, and introduce and talk about what their favorite, the most memorable moment from last session was. I find that doing this is a technique that you can adapt in your own personal game to help players kind of remember, oh yeah, that thing, I remember that thing was cool, and that helps people figure out what they want to do. So I think we gotta bump the machine here a little bit. I think 1, 2, we're missing there's a 5, there's a 6. All right, well, we're going to start with number 1 and go from there. Please enter and sign in, please.
Excellent. And if you can guess my occupation in 20 guesses or less. Hi, my name is Jenny Higgins.
Which one? Because they're both kind of exotic.
So we'll just jump right to the answer round. I'm the once and future Queen of England's and elsewhere's, brewer of beers, and answerer of helpline calls. So woohoo! I am playing Sam Watts. She is the hacker, and I think my favorite moment from last time is actually just like how quickly Melanie gets activated with protection on the level of violence. I will do violence right now. Do you want me to do violence now? I am there. I am. Where's the violence target? Like that, and just how fiercely loyal she is to all of her friends. And I love that. It's just like bam. It's like, and cue the violence. Okay, and there we go. So thank you for that. I thought that was wonderful.
I'm glad you liked it.
So let's go to our second mind player.
Hi, I'm Ethan Eichset Anderson playing Olaf Olsen. I'm 15 and a motorhead and love my moped. My favorite moment from last time is the information we're going to get this time on whether or not Dr. Mr. Something Shielberg is good.
Oh yeah, we did have a bit of a cliffhanger last time, didn't we?
Several people were upset.
Rob is very lucky that he's alive, so.
Who was upset? I don't know about anybody being upset.
Speaking of the rapid,
I think enraged is more acceptable as a descriptor.
Speaking of the rapid descent into violence, would explain why I had to get all new tires this week. No.
Have you found that horse head yet?
See, that's why you only /3, because then you can't claim it on insurance.
See, what did I tell you?
What?
I mean, handy with the info.
That's an urban legend. I don't know if I've ever seen that explained in fact by an insurance person. But knowing insurance, if they can not pay
if they cannot pay you, they will not pay you. That's all right. So while I search for that horse head, let's go to our third mind player.
Hi guys, my name is Jordan FISHBURN. I'm playing VERUCA Rue Johnson, the Seeker of Pain. But my favorite moment from last episode, I think there were two. Mr. Shielberg obviously has my entire heart always. So the awakening of Mr. Shielberg and him like stepping in to try to save the day, I loved. But I also really loved the scene between Alex Weber and Melanie Weber, where she like went out to the car, and then there was that weird them dragging her back into the school, and Alex like, no, I have to save my sister. I have to save my sister. I loved that entire section. That was really good for me.
Very cool. Let's go to our fourth mind player.
Hello, I'm Tony Cheek. I am playing the Rocker, and my favorite part of last episode was not my breakdown of tears emotionally, but it was actually Melanie's moment of fake out, where she pretended to still be
brainwashed,
not exposed. What am I talking about? Indisposed or whatever. She was, still brainwashed. Okay. I should have stopped at Jordan. I should have just let Jordan finish my sentence. Please move on, for the love of God.
All right, let's go to our fifth mind player.
Hi, I'm Tawnie P. Thompson, an actor, fight choreographer, and voiceover artist here in Milwaukee. I am playing Mags Stryker, the 18-year-old jock, and I feel like the entire Nair narrative.
The narrative, if you will.
Was
This is why we don't give Lord of the Board Brad a live mic.
But the entire narrative might have been like.
And what was that in connection with?
Sten and his hair.
Oh yes. It unfortunately for those of you who are fans of Sten's / Mags, it looks like that train has sailed and it's not coming back anytime soon. So.
I don't know if that's how that goes, Rob.
Listen,
you weren't alive when trains existed. Shut up.
We'll burn that bridge when we get to it.
Right. And so let's go to our final mind player.
I am Sarah Babe. I am a professional podcaster and Emmy nominated podcaster with Plot Points, also with Encounter Party, and with Romancing the Game. I am playing Melanie Weber. She is a 16-year-old raver and also happens to be Alex's. He's down there for me. So Alex's. Alex's sister. I also had Rue and her vicious narring idea for my favorite, and also all the with my dick jokes.
Yeah.
That
Linda Hamilton, the Linda Hamilton scene.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
that
right,
was
yeah.
that
Yeah.
was
so
really
good.
funny.
That was really good.
that was pretty great. That was just some straight up
Brooklyn,
low-
Sweden.
lowbrow comedy, and I loved it.
All right. So now that we have a grasp on the past, let's get into the future. Now, there was some reference to a cliffhanger involving Dr. Mr. Shielberg because of his actions at the end of last episode. And what I want to talk about here before we get into that. Well, no. Again, this is where Rob gives you some game theory, and the theory is that it is okay to talk with your players about story points. Almost, or the majority of the time, I'd even go as far to say 9 out of 10 times, if you hit a particular story element that affects a player, and you want to negotiate with them so that you each get something out of it, that's a great idea. You're all trying to tell a story here, and while there are a lot of elements that can be fun if you just leave them up to the roll of the dice and see where it happens, that's a great instinct. But I think there are also cases where making sure that you have a narrative that is mutually satisfying is also important, because that way clear communication between the game master and the player is important, because when it doesn't happen, that's when you get those moments that I see when like I do a panel and people are like, I have this one player that is a jerk because they always kick me in the head and they say that they're just playing their character. And it's a reminder that we're all people playing this game and telling a story, but that's where it's different than if we were all just playing, poker or something, where we're trying to get something that's imaginatively satisfying and narratively satisfying, as well as individual things. Having said that, Jordan and I struck a deal. So our first scene begins with Rue in the hospital visiting Mr. Shielberg, who survived his encounter with the massive machine built inside the high school.
Exchange, Rob gets to live.
That's why I have the hair combed a little forward, because it's hiding the barrel mark of the gun where Jordan pressed it.
I wouldn't have used a gun.
She would have borrowed a sword.
Guns are traceable, Rob. Give me some credit,
Yeah.
okay?
There's entire episodes.
I know. My BFF has knives on knives. Why wouldn't I not use one of those?
And you don't know what I keep in my basement.
Or who?
Or who.
See, this is actually a Zoom background, and the rack is behind me. However, Rue did not get out of this unscarred. And this was a negotiation we came up with. In exchange for the survival of Dr. Mr. Shielberg, Jordan agreed to have Rue's character take on a scar. Now, scars are a mechanic in the game that are basically reflections of the hurt and injuries that take place when your character gets involved with dangerous science stuff. Ethan's character Olaf almost got one last time. Was this close? But Jordan and I felt that in exchange for Mr. Shielberg's survival, her character taking a scar make narrative sense. So this scar can be physical, it can be mental. So have you given any thought to what you wanted to do here, or
Yeah.
am I gonna do I need to keep talking for a few moments?
No, I've thought about it. So when you get electrocuted, you get sort of like tree branch, like marks on you. There's a specific thing that those are called.
Burns?
Like burns, yeah. Like electricity burns. But the pattern is called something specific. But
Branching?
maybe.
I'm Googling it.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. And I feel like what ended up happening in the last
The Lichtenberg figure.
There we go. Scarring. She ended up spear tackling Dr. Shielberg when he did the whole I'm gonna stab this metal thing into an electrical outlet that small children are not taught to do as toddler age. So I feel like she spear tackled him out of the way and ended up taking on a good brunt of the charge that was running through him. And on her shoulder and like crawling up like her neck and stuff are now those Lichtenberg burns, kind of showing, yeah, that didn't feel good.
Okay. So, we cut to you. Are you now? Do you have like a scarf or anything that's hiding them, or are you just sort of?
I think there's probably still a bandage on it to promote not getting infected.
Okay.
So I feel like right here is like all gauze.
Okay.
Like into her shirt and all that stuff.
Okay.
Did you get your onk back?
Yeah, it's on top and it's like blackened from. That's my thing. I can't get rid of it. It's my item. Plus, it's kind of like dope. I mean, like because of this, I did get electrical burns, and like you can see it now, so it's pretty cool.
You're gonna have a sick tattoo, brah. When
it's
after
like
that.
Zeus himself like touched it and blessed it, which is a very gross intermingling of ancient Egyptian and Norse mythology. But I'm here for it as making her the character that she is. So
that's perfectly fine.
Yep.
So there's so you do kind of the soft knock on the thing, and Mr. Shielberg, turns and immediately lights up, and he's like, "You don't have to come see me every day, Rue."
Well, I think it was every day or every hour. So I tried to tone it down a little bit.
Oh, that. You're very sweet, dear. How are you doing? Are you healing okay? Like, and his burns are much more they're much more extensive, and so he's kind of got the gauze wrapped head and like mitten hands and stuff like that. But like over the past 2 days, every time you come to see him, he, some other part of him is unwrapped and able to start to heal with the world. How are you doing? Are you feeling better?
Rue takes a seat in the chair and kicks her legs up on his bedside monitor. And she just goes, well, everybody always says that chicks like scars, so I'm thinking about probably making sure it gets a little crazy, but it'll be fine.
That I guess I never expected something like that out of you. I guess, and this might just be my own biases, but whenever students come in and say stuff like that, it's usually guys, who do something really foolish and then are like, no, it's no big deal. I almost died. I mean, whatever,
I don't think it was foolish to make sure you didn't die. Maybe that's why.
Maybe.
Coach Larson would not have been happy.
You're darn right I wouldn't, says Coach Larson's voice from the the doorway. And can you please get your feet down from the life-saving equipment, Rue? That would be great.
Yes, sir.
And he comes in and pulls up pulls up like the other chair and sits next to and sits next to you, and because his back is to the door, he's able to reach out and hold one of the mitten hands of Mr. Shielberg. And Shielberg is like, well, now I feel like I have to perform for an audience. Like, can't you guys coordinate when you come so I don't feel like I'm like a zoo animal?
No.
And Larson is like, well, you are like a sexy tiger, so there's that. And they both laugh.
I make that gross kid face, like, oh.
Yeah. Mom just kissed Dad in a chaste way. Ew.
Healthy love and affection in a manner that I, as a child, am not comfortable with. Oh my gosh.
So, do you remember what happened? Like, I can't get a clear answer from anyone at the school or the police station, and you and Mr. Shielberg kind of share a glance of like, are you going to tell him? Do you want to tell him? I don't want to tell him. Are you going to tell him?
It's not no.
I'm like here, so I really don't remember much of anything. I just know that from what I remember, there was a weird electrical thing going on in the basement, and
amnesia is a common side effect from electrocution. That probably explains why I don't remember anything either.
So neither of you remember anything about what happened with your life-altering accident?
Nope. She just smiles really big.
Yeah.
And she takes out like a bag of like snacks and puts them on the bed next to Mr. Shielberg, and she pats it and goes, "See you later," and just leaves.
You get up to walk out, and Shielberg says, could you flag down a nurse and get me some water, honey? And Lars, he says that to Coach Larson, and Larson says sure, and he leans in to kiss Mr. Shielberg, and perfect timing. As soon as Larson kisses Shielberg, you hear a gasp from the doorway. And your grandmother is standing there.
Yeah, bye guys. And I close the door behind me, and
you kind of like walk like, okay, I'm walking, we're walking, let's go.
Yeah. I sort of like hold her hand and start walking, and I go, so I was talking to Sam the other day.
VERUCA, stop!
Yes.
What did I just see back there?
Were you wearing your glasses?
For podcast listeners, Rob just pointed to his glasses.
Damn. You saw a healthy, consensual act between two grown adults that like each other very much.
I'm aware of that. I'm just upset that you didn't tell me. How long have you known?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. As long as I've known Mr. Shielberg. They're not very subtle about it.
I didn't know.
If they didn't say anything, maybe they didn't know that you should know.
Well, now that I know, there are a lot of things that make more sense.
Like what?
Well, I know you don't want me to push you into these things,
Oh no.
but when you get into a relationship, that's a good model. Those two very clearly care about each other. And if anyone tells you anything about who you can and can't love, you tell me immediately and I will talk to them. Or if I'm gone, I will haunt them. Okay?
Grandma, don't come back from the dead just to haunt some jerk face, okay? You deserve to rest, unless I specifically just say hi or something, okay?
Well, I'm assuming you're going to be summoning me every night with your weirdo Ouija board stuff anyway.
Yep.
Okay.
For one good night a day.
Okay. And she puts her arm around you, and you walk off into the house.
As we're walking away, I say, well, then can I tell you about Sten, though? Because, oh my gosh, what he just said to Mags the other day.
And I think that fades out as you're walking through the hall. That's lovely. I love that.
Just a sidebar, did I get to nair his shampoo in the boys' locker room or no? Because
I don't think
electrocution
the whole wrestling
reason.
team is bald. Like everybody's bald now.
I don't know, Jordan. Do you want to take another scarf for it?
I might, Rob. If it's not on the table, don't offer it because I might take another scarf.
She's like, I will take that for the team. All right.
I'll take a
If you
scarf
make me
for
take
it.
a scarf for it, I legit would hit every bottle, so they couldn't blame it.
I will lose my eyebrows for one session.
I will shave off my eyebrows personally if we can do that. I work from home. Nobody has to
That
see
is
me.
some hardcore LARP devotion, to which I appreciate.
I can paint them on for podcast. You can't tell too well. Well, podcast and video.
You just keep having technical video difficulties for that week. I mean, darn that
It's just
webcam.
a still picture of me going instead of my actual
with
face.
really darkly drawn on eyebrows
Hey,
that make you look a little bit angry.
Remember when Jordan had eyebrows? That was great.
All right. So we cut to the streets of the city, which are currently being set up for a music festival. The festival's name is Strigaskald. And it's going to take over the downtown area for the weekend. Everyone is very excited because it's going to be a mixture of local bands, touring bands, and larger-ish headliners. Perhaps the largest one, of course, is going to be the Cranberries, who are playing at the main stage. We were trying to figure out who the headliner was going to be, and then TAWNIE reminded me of Cranberries, and I'm like, of course, it's been Riordan's gun hanging over the mantelpiece for the previous episodes of the show because we keep bringing them up. So of course they show up at this particular event. One of the people who is playing the event is Donna Matrix, the DJ that Melanie knows. And once again, she has enlisted you to help her kind of do like a set check and a sound check, because she's basically going to be one of the people who plays music while bands like, set up and take down and that sort of thing.
Awesome.
So how old is Melanie again?
16.
Okay.
Old enough.
Right. So we cut to your stage, and you kind of, as she's spinning some music, and you're kind of walking around going like,
Wait, this means I have a backstage pass, don't I?
for this stage, I think. Like, I don't think you have one for the main stage, though. Megs has been in your grill about that for.
I believe we will let the heart and charm roll determine whether that happens or not.
So, Bridget, as you know her, that is her non-DJ name.
Mm-hmm. I think it was Brigitta.
Yeah, Brigitta. She stops the music and walks over and lights up a cigarette and is like, how everything is going all right?
Yeah.
I mean, I know there was, I don't know. I heard some weird things from some of the other teachers at the high school.
Yeah, there was a thing. People got brainwashed. People got electrocuted.
Really?
Yeah. Why do you think Shieldberg's in the hospital?
Oh, I thought it was some kind of electrical accident at his home, they said.
No. That's what they want you to believe. Rue ended up tackling him away from a huge electrical surge thing he was going to do, and so she's now got a scar, and Shieldberg was in the hospital with like super sick burns.
Really?
Yeah.
This town is so strange. Like, I thought it was strange 6 years ago when I was in high school, but it's gotten weirder ever since the loop. 6 or 7. I mean,
wow. I was 10.
What's keeping you here?
What? Well, I mean, I live here. So there's that. I'm 16. Like,
well, like, what about next summer?
I don't know, probably work at the record store more.
With Nils, huh?
Probably.
Did you know he asked me out on a date?
Oh my gosh. Did you record it? Because I would love to see that.
No, he tried very hard.
Oh, it was that bad?
Well, it's not even. I don't like. It's weird interacting with him because
he's old.
When I go into that store, I feel like I'm looking into my past and my future at the same time.
Oh, wow. That's pretty deep.
And that's what happens when you have a summer to think about things. Like, I'm not sure if I'm going to return to teach in the fall.
Why not? Like, are you just gonna tour with your DJ stuff?
I might.
Because that's super cool. I think you'd be great at it.
Do you want to come with me?
Yeah.
Cool.
All right.
Very cool.
Super cool.
Cut to. Where is Vanilla? Where is your band practicing?
Practicing, like not at the event yet.
No, they're still setting things up, so you're not. You're not
definitely.
there.
Well, probably the classic someone's garage then.
Okay.
Does Pal give you guys space in his garage?
No, we could probably just use our garage.
Or is there some member of the band that is not there for any reason other than the fact that he has a garage?
That is very
Part of the band.
He's the Pete Best of your band.
You're the garage man.
Everybody has the car friend. It's okay.
Oh no, I'm the car friend.
It's okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
And there's
Sorry.
this narrative.
It's at Devin's house because they have a garage that you can practice in. And it's you and Devin and your two other bandmates, and Olaf is not there because he still has to work. But as the keyboardist, he's also kind of the least essential person in the band.
Uh-huh.
You tell that to Sticks. You tell that to Sticks.
Journey.
Or Edgar Winter.
You tell that to Kansas.
Okay, fine. He's the most essential person, and you still suck practice. At the fact that he has to work today, because he has to work so much, he's very rarely there at the for practice. But he's assured
I just pre-record my stuff.
He's assured you that he's going to be there for the show tomorrow.
Cool.
Tell us about your band. What do you play? How do you play it?
I think a lot of us are still very much we're not giving up on hair metal. It's going to come back.
Okay.
But it's clearly not. So we're trying.
Are you a Kiss cover band?
We are not a Kiss cover band.
No.
We do play Kiss, but we're not exclusively a Kiss cover
Got some
band.
Rat in there, some Skid Row.
You used to be a Kiss cover band named Smooch.
Do you do you play original songs too?
Yes.
Okay.
There's still debate on whether or not they're good, but we do them.
You do great, Alex. Your band is so cool. It's so awesome.
It's totally not obvious your songs are about Mags.
Oh, thank you, Brad.
Totally not obvious. What did you say? Think Brad?
Yeah, your name tag still says
on his computer.
Obviously, songs like "Penalty of My Heart" are not about Mags.
Oh yeah, right.
If I knew soccer terms, this would be easier.
Yeah.
George is like, give me 5 minutes to Google. I will be right back.
I'm going to learn all of soccer just so I can make really bad song names.
I can help you with that.
Yeah, I'm actually.
You blocked something to do with.
I gave you my heart, and you gave me a red card.
Love goalie. Love goalie is definitely one of
goalkeeper. Jordan, goalkeeper.
I'm sorry, Tawnie. What do you expect?
And it probably is that thing too, where the band's like, "Come on, man, not another song about her." And I'm like, "It's not about her. It's a good song."
Well, that's actually funny you mention that, because that's kind of where we come in, where you've just finished your run of Round and Round by Rat.
Mm-hmm.
And you're about to launch into
Penalty kick to my heart.
Like
That's making great
I want to say it's something like Bicycle Kick Bitch or something like that.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
like that's like the one song you like. That's what the song that you wrote like right when she started going out with Stens, and you were like,
Yeah.
I'm not mad about it. I'm cool with it. I'm cool.
Yeah. And then they're like,
Mag's
Devin's
definitely like is I'm the bicycle bitch. By the way, the bicycle kick bitch. It's me.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
No. I was just talking about. It's a character. We're storytellers and musicians.
It's like Major
It's a theoretical guy. It's a theoretical guy that got his heart broken by a theoretical.
That got his heart bicycle kicked around by.
It's really a metaphor for the economy.
I was able to rhyme cleat and sweet in like 5 different ways. Okay.
It's not about her. Song literally starts out, "You are Irish and I am not." It's not about her though, you guys.
Oh my god.
So clearly, Bicycle Kick Bitch is going on the Theater of the Mind Player soundtrack album along with Anchor of My Heart.
Oh yeah.
But Devin, kind of like you're like, all right, let's go. 1, 2, 3, and Devin was like, actually, Alex, can we talk about this for a second?
Sure.
He looks at the other bandmates and he's like, so me and the guys have been talking, and we think we should stick to covers for tomorrow. Like, I mean, we're on, like, this is our first big performance on a side stage where we're not playing in like somebody's basement, and we really want to get a following. Like Jorg has a bunch of Vanilla Harpoon T-shirts that he wants that he made up. He wants to sell them,
and it totally doesn't look like a dick.
Doesn't look like a dick.
It's a sperm whale, Devin. It's a sperm whale. It's not a dick and balls. It's not.
Those are just his haunches.
Those are his fins, dude. Come on.
And that's just him shooting water out of his blowhole.
Yeah.
Got nothing to do with the reproductive system. Get your head out of the gutter.
TMP will be looking into printing these T-shirts. They will be
absolutely.
I
feel like we'll also be looking into the Patreon only bonus of Vanilla Harpoon Behind the Music, where maybe we could run that using Fiasco, I think.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
I'm imagining Melanie be like, yeah, I could really tell when my brother hit rock bottom.
Because he literally hit rock bottom, because they threw him in a quarry, because he... Anyway.
Save me, my red-headed lass.
Oh, God.
Like, they're great songs. Like, I think Bicycle Kick Bitch is amazing. Penalty Card is Penalty Car is a great shot, is a great rocker, and like, I know we don't like to do like ballad stuff, but
Goalkeeper of Love.
Yeah, our dirty love song of "Don't Use Your Hands."
Yeah.
Header in the Gap.
I'm out.
No.
Good night, everybody. Oh man, Header in the Gap.
That's a good one.
It's a good one.
That should definitely be on the.
Yeah, that's on the album.
That's on the album. Yeah.
But like,
that might be the name of the album.
Corner kick to the post.
God.
So I think we should just stick to like, like maybe we could do like Patience, or like every rose has its thorn, or like, you know, like if we want to do like a soft ballad, we could do one of those because more people know those, man.
Right. I'm taking your guys' opinions into consideration, but considering they're stupid opinions, I choose to ignore them.
Really, dude?
Dude, they're all going to be playing those songs. The people that actually were covering or going, some of them are actually going to be there, which means that we're just going to be another band playing another band's songs at another concert. And you want to get a following? How are you expect to get a following playing Patience?
It's a good song, dude.
It's a good song, but it's not our song. You know what is our song? Fucking Goalpost Boogie. I think, is that one of our songs?
Sure, that's fine. All right, go ahead and give me a heart plus charm roll here.
Good luck, Tony.
Oh, this is doomed to fail.
I think it's mostly on if they show up.
Yeah. I got nothing.
Okay, are you gonna push for a condition?
I will push it for a condition.
I think you're gonna be
Are you
upset.
just gonna have an artist meltdown and hope that they show up tomorrow?
I'm gonna do it. I got one. But I also got a condition.
Okay, what condition do you take?
What condition is your condition in?
Oof.
I am upset because they just don't get it, man.
I want to suggest this. You are perfectly in your right to deny it. Do you actually like break down and cry and they're like, okay, dude.
Yeah, let's do that because why the fuck not?
So they're like, and you just are like, again.
I want to be you guys, please.
Okay, Alex. Okay, no, man, dude, come on, man. All right.
I think I sound like Bobcat Goldthwait when I cry.
Right. Yeah. And they're like, okay. Hey, look. I mean, it's not like we can even take a vote on this or anything because it's like, Olaf isn't here, so we can't do like a band vote. It was just a suggestion.
But I mean, Olaf is gonna be at the show though.
No, he'll be great. But like, we just wanted to run it up the flagpole, and you know what? You're right. We should do.
Well, maybe we can do a mix. You guys. I love you guys. I'm sorry.
I know, man. I know. Speaking of
Guys'
Olaf,
idea is stupid. I love you guys.
that's some fine teenager in right there.
Yeah. So accurate.
I didn't mean it.
Speaking of Olaf, no, says Pal. No, I need you here tomorrow. Everyone else has asked off for this stupid concert festival, so I need you here fixing things, Olaf.
But I'm not gonna be here.
Yes, you are. You're going to be here because I need you here.
So I'm gonna be here from 5 a.m. until noon, and then not after that.
Okay, Olaf, what part of you do not have tomorrow off do you not understand?
The part where I have alternate plans.
Too bad.
So you know how you wanted me to get laid, right? This is my best opportunity, is being on stage at this thing.
Stroking those keys.
I wouldn't care if I had other people here working, but I don't because everybody has taken off for this stupid thing.
What do you mean by everybody?
Everybody. I will probably have to be under the cars myself tomorrow to keep everything moving quickly.
It just sounds like it should be a shop vacation day then, right?
A shop vacation day? You mean a day where I take in zero money? That's what you want. That's what you want me to do here.
Yes.
Go ahead and roll heart plus charm.
He bought you that guitar, dude. He bought you that guitar.
Heart. Nothing.
Score.
Are you pushing or are you taking the loss?
Let's.
You want to cry with me?
Yeah, let's be upset. And try again. 1-6.
Hey.
All right.
With my 2 heart and 2 charm.
Because you lash out here, I think maybe you like how do you lash out and then that gets Pal to be like, okay, all right, okay. Like, do you threaten him? Do you smash something? Do you say something? Do you blurt out something?
I'm worried about how teenager dumb I should be.
Oh,
Do
boy.
it. That answers your question.
I was going to say the answer is turn it to 10 and then pop off the knob.
But these go up to 11.
Yeah.
That's one more tantrum.
No point even.
So episode 1, I commented that I wrote down fake license plates he was giving out.
Oh.
Oh! Are you your boss?
So I might just be like, slip him a note that just has a list of the license plate numbers and be like, I'm taking off tomorrow.
Whoa.
Dude.
Ooh.
I feel as if that's an appropriate upset overreaction.
That's all.
Yeah, I'd say yeah.
That's more like Luca Brazzi sleeps with the fishes.
Given that everybody was like, whoa, dude, that's got to work, right? I mean,
Yeah.
yeah. All right. Fine. You have tomorrow off.
Thank you.
Get out of my office.
Can I have that note back?
It's the only one that I have all the things written down on.
It has groceries on the other side.
Cut to Mags, where are you meeting Leanne? You are meeting her because she agreed to go over to Sten's place to collect all of your effects from and basically do the exchange where she took all the stuff that you had of his and
But also my cranberries shirt.
well, no, you left that over there, so that's like the one
That's
thing
what I mean.
that
Like
you're
I need to get it.
right. And that's when she's like, he wouldn't give it back. So let's just cut it and have it be at your place, your parents' house.
What do you mean he wouldn't give it back?
I specifically asked him for it, like you told me to, and he wouldn't give it back. He said that because you have the tickets to the concert, you can buy yourself a new one.
The ones that I paid for. I paid for the tickets.
I am just telling you what he told me, Mag.
I'm going to call him. I should call him. Should I call him?
You should call Mel.
See, she'll get the shirt back after she chokes him out with it.
Yeah.
Then it'll be all stretched.
He could nair his entire family, Mags.
Little did we realize that the Rue Johnson is actually part of the Johnson and Johnson family and has stock in the company. And yeah. I'm sorry. I did not realize I should have been more aggressive.
No. I mean, it's not your fault. It's definitely not your fault. But I can't believe that he tried to pull that.
Well, he did pull it. I did not get the shirt. Do I need to go back and get the shirt?
No. This is not on you. It's on him for being a big, giant asshole.
He is a big, giant asshole. He is a spectacularly large asshole.
He is.
He is such a large asshole, it requires scientific notation to determine his radius.
So he's kind of like Uranus.
Oh, that's a butt joke.
But it's also a planet joke. Get it? Because it's not funny.
So who are you taking to the concert then?
I guess I'm not sure. I've got 2 tickets, and no one else really cares about the Cranberries but me. So
may I go?
That would be really, really cool. I mean, is that something you would want to do?
Well, I feel like part of my experiences here should be a youth rock concert.
Yeah, and there's no one better than the Cranberries.
Your mic is cutting in and out.
I don't know. I'm picking up Ethan's, and it's because I can hear myself.
Right. That's why.
Yeah, Ethan's is picking yours up. Do you have a noise limiter on?
No.
Okay.
It's weird.
Okay.
Let's blame Ethan.
I don't know.
Okay. Well, I just don't want you to get to the sound part when you're doing the show. And anyway, okay. So I guess I have an additional query, if I may ask.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, anything.
Does this satisfy the requirements of a date? If this is not a date, we do not have. It does not have to be a date. But I am curious.
Maybe it could be.
I'm curious how teenagers differentiate between going out and doing things as friends versus going out and doing things as a date.
I guess so. Maybe normally the thing that would separate them from each other is like some general level of attraction, and so I suppose maybe if that is the way that you were maybe thinking about it, then maybe perhaps it could be, in fact, possibly a date thing.
I do not understand the answer to your question, to my question.
I don't either.
That makes it a date.
I mean, if you would like to think of it as a date, then I would maybe be open to the idea of thinking of it as a date. But of course, I mean, if it's not something that you're thinking about, then we could think about it as just a friends thing where we go and be friends at the place.
I do not understand the answer that you've given me to my question.
Good. Right.
Can this just be the rest of the episode?
I mean, this is basically at least 1 year out of every teenage life.
Okay. So if people are just friends and they're hanging out, it's that they don't have any sort of romantic type feelings for each other. But then if it's a date, that is a prerequisite, I think, of a date is the feelings part of the thing.
So I should confirm if I have feelings for you.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
How would you do that? Do you run a program? You have to code for a minute and then never mind.
Well, how do you do it?
I don't know. It's a thing. It's like a biological, physiological response. The input of stuff, and then there's
Okay. Well then, why don't we go and see if you have, or if you or I have strange reactions during the concert. Okay.
I don't trust myself to talk at the moment, so.
Okay. Well, if there's one thing I should be able to understand, it's an experiment, and that's what this is. It's an experiment.
Science.
Yes.
Computers.
Science that makes me feel weird.
Yes. The feeling weird part. Sometimes they call it chemistry.
And we cut to Sam. What are you doing at your mom's house right now?
You're trying to ask out Sten?
Oh, fuck no.
I was really hoping you were going to say listening to the transmission from Leanne for the conversation that she's
actually
having.
I'm listening to it through Gort.
I was gonna say, you're watching.
He's standing there and his mouth is opening and closing.
You're watching him play out both sides of the conversation.
And even I'm like, oh, come on.
Because you hear, or your mom is, you hear her call, and she's like, Sam?
Yeah.
Can you come down here for a second?
Okay.
You trundle down the stairs, and seated in the I imagine that your house has this little, kitchenette area that's just big enough for you and your mom and your theoretical dad, your Spielbergian dad, and seated at the table with a cup of coffee in front of him is a very handsome, dark-haired, three-piece suit gentleman.
Satan.
Yeah. What?
Well, Sam, I'd like you to meet Mr. Connor. And Mr. Connor stands up and smiles. I don't believe we've had the pleasure. I'm Leanne's father. And that is where we will end our first act of our fourth episode of Things from the Blood.
It's John Connor, isn't it?
And we'll be back in just a few minutes for the second act of our excellent episode. See you then. And we are back for our second act of our 4th episode of Things from the Flood from Free League Publishing. When we last left our teens, Sam and her mother had just met someone claiming to be the father of her friend Leanne, which is quite unusual given that Leanne is actually an artificial intelligence inside a stolen military robot body.
You are? Oh, you are. Yeah, she showed me all the family pictures.
Oh dear, I'm a little clearer now than I probably was in the pictures that she showed, but
you exceed expectation. I mean, hi.
Go ahead and give me a. What do we want to do here?
Are you trying to inform him that you're in the know, or that you're being fooled? Okay.
I'm trying to be cool, and I'm not. I'm very not. Because really, what I want to do is leave the room.
Just immediately flee.
I really have to go to the bathroom. Bye.
Climb out a window.
Yeah, no shit.
I was in the middle of a personal thing.
So let's do heart and charm. If you're successful, it means that you're able to leave without raising suspicion.
Oh, good. Hey, 1.
Nice.
All right.
Oh,
All right, so
boy.
what's your excuse?
I left the shower running. I was just about to, because we're all going out. We were all going to go out later, and I was just going to take a quick shower, and I left it. I left it running when you called me downstairs.
Yes.
So
no, that's all right. I just wanted to say hello. I mean, Leanne has spoken so highly of you, and not just while she was with us, but also as the letters that she's been sending back. And I just was in the area and wanted to say hello and see what all the fuss is about.
In the area.
Does he have a Coloradan accent?
Girl.
No, he has kind of a lilting British accent.
Oh.
Like I'm kind of imagining
In the area? No.
Like I'm kind of picturing Henry.
Why, yes, I'm a local.
He's not like, hello, governor. But like I'm kind of picturing,
that sort of East Coast kind of
like
highly educated sort of.
Right, like a little bit like Henry Cavill in The Man from U.N.C.L.E.
And who?
So. But yeah, that kind of New Englandish, like mid-Atlantic, sort of
fancy boy.
Right.
I went to Juilliard.
Mm-hmm.
Your mom went to Juilliard.
So yeah, I'm gonna.
Juilliard, did your mom?
Yeah.
Oh, yes, of course. It was lovely to meet you.
Bye. See you. Good.
Okay.
I'm out.
What do you do? Where do you go?
Well, I have to go turn off the shower, don't I? So I run back upstairs.
Run in, turn it on for like 5 seconds.
Yeah. I like to believe that she ran up there when right, I was lying. It's not it's not.
And I find Gort and like, hey, do you know where Leanne is?
He flashes a picture of Mags, and then is like, you pick up the phone and hear, and his eyes flash, and you hear the same like as he activates his speed dial.
As Batman transitions.
Right.
Yes.
And hello.
Hello, Leanne. Oh no, I'm sorry.
No.
Hi, is Megs there?
Yes. Are you looking for Leanne? I think they're upstairs in Mags's room. Hold on.
Awesome, thanks.
Margaret.
What? Yup.
There's someone for you on the phone, dear.
Oh, okay. I'll come. Just a second. Down the stairs. Hello.
Hey, Megs. I just
Sam.
wanted. Hey, how's it going?
Good. Yes. Fine. Great.
Hey. Yeah. Awesome. I just. Is Leanne still there?
Yeah. She's up in the. Yes, she's here.
Sweet. So, could you do me a favor? I just need to turn off the shower real quick, but could you let her know that her dad stopped by?
Hang on. The what?
It's yeah. He's still downstairs.
Should we come get you?
Yes, but don't. Can you come and get me and leave her at your house, and then we'll all meet up, because I don't want them to run into each other.
Okay. No, yeah, that makes sense.
Cool. Awesome. I'll see you in 5 or whatever. Cool.
Yep.
Click.
Okay.
So I'm going to stick my head under the thing and be like, done. Okay, bye.
And I think I popped my head back in my bedroom. I'm like, Leanne, there's something a little odd going on. Sam said that your dad is there?
Well, that's strange. I don't have a biological father. Does she know that?
I mean, I think we had all guessed that. So here's, you're gonna stay here because probably there's something nefarious going on, and I'm gonna go get Sam, and then we'll meet up.
Okay.
Right.
I'll stay here.
All right.
All right. So you hop in the car.
Go grab Sam.
Are you just grabbing Sam, or are you grabbing other people too?
I can grab other people. Kind of whatever needs to happen. Yeah.
Well, let's grab Sam first.
Okay.
She's in the
Sam and probably Rue.
Yeah. You want to? I feel like ultimately we'll be an all hands on deck kind of thing, but starting out at the very least, we can kind of load people into the car.
Mm-hmm.
So you head out to Sam's place first. Sam, how do you get past them? How do you get past your mom and Mr. Connor?
Oh, I'm just gonna zip as soon as Mags honks.
So you're just gonna do the okay, Mom, I gotta go. See you later. Bye.
Yep.
Okay.
Classic.
Classic. Okay, Mom, I gotta go. Gotta see you later.
Okay, Mom, gotta go. Gotta see you later. Bye, Mr. Connor. Shit. Okay.
You get in the car.
So, what the fuck?
We gotta go.
All right, let's go get Rue. We're gonna grab Rue, and then we'll go back.
Yes.
And then we'll just get everyone else out to meet us.
Okay.
So, yeah, Mom calls me downstairs, and there's this hot guy down there, and I'm like, "Yeah, Mom," and then he's like, "Hey, I'm Leanne's dad," and I'm like, "What? Wow."
She seemed a bit weirded out. She was like, "Well, I don't have a biological father," and I was like, "Well, I mean, yeah, we kind of assumed, but I don't know."
I'm wondering if it's a programmer. I'm wondering if it's somebody from the lab where she got the body from. This could be awful.
Do you think they're trying to steal her body back?
Well, it is a pretty expensive piece of equipment that she did take overseas without anyone's permission. So I could kind of see how they'd want to get that back.
Are you worried about your ma?
No. I mean, it's got to be pretty obvious that she doesn't know anything about it at all, and why draw attention? And she works at the Loop, so like, he's got to figure that she's got a panic button.
Fair point.
All right. You arrive at the Johnson household.
Honk honk.
Hi, guys. So I was talking to my grandma, and she said that it would be a really good idea after the concert tonight to hit up the school again and actually do the Nair thing that we were talking about before. Because I was telling her what Sten said, and she was pissed.
Your grandma's like,
Love that idea. I do. But there's some weird shit going on. And Leanne's father just showed up.
Leanne's dad is here.
Yeah. See, that's the face that I made.
That, like, how do you grow?
It doesn't science.
How do you grow, like, an AI intelligence? Or is it, like, the body that she has right now? Is he the dad of the body?
But the body is not biological.
I'm pretty sure it's any meat parts on that thing were vat grown. That's not yeah.
I don't
Are
know.
there
I
meat
feel like
parts?
She's fleshy. She's not a robot person. She's like
So she's cyborg.
She looks and feels like skin. Like,
what if the dad?
Yeah, she
is
does.
an alien?
She does feel like skin.
If the dad was an alien, this would totally make sense. I watched an episode of The X-Files where
Tawnie, I'm staring at you.
okay, so like I've never been so like I've been scared of hot people before, but I mean he's got like Fox Mulder beat. Like
Dave Duchovny, Mr. Shielberg would definitely not agree with that. I mean, I don't really care.
Okay, but I don't know when I mean, Mr. Shielberg is into Coach Larson, so he's suspect.
I love that.
What?
That there is a discussion of the hotness of the weird, spooky guy that just showed up. Like, I mean, it's still a little.
It's not my cup of tea, but I mean, maybe like if you're into that, I guess.
Well, I mean, the pure aesthetics, like not. Okay, I mean, like not,
right.
We're not talking about like bone factor or anything like that. But
okay, that's fair. Here. That's fair. Well, I mean, if we get Leanne, we can ask her about how, like,
yeah, did he give a name? Maybe that would help.
Mr. Cooper.
I thought it was Connor.
Connor. Sorry, thank you.
All right. Well, let's go back to Leanne.
Ears and I almost fainted. I don't.
That happens to me sometimes too. Just take deep breaths. And I think I have like a little patchouli, but I left it in my house. We can pick it up after the concert, and that should help really calm you down.
Meg,
patchouli. Mm-hmm.
Sam, and Rue, could I have each of you roll a investigate mind roll, please?
I don't like the sound of that, Rob.
Question.
Since
Rob.
I'm driving, can I use my car? Oh, sweet.
Would my onk help?
How would it help? How would your soccer ball onk help?
What am I investigating? Just the situation?
You're trying to notice something here.
Okay, then the onk probably wouldn't help.
Would
I have rolled 2 6s?
Can I use Gort?
You can use Gort.
Okay.
I have a 6.
I rolled 2 6s. I really noticed something.
Okay.
Woohoo! Okay, I did get 1.
All right. Mags, you think you're being followed by somebody in a car like 3 lengths back.
Oh, fork.
And you're like, it's a government car because it's like a four-door, like a very
4-door black sedan.
Not like no, but it's a 4-door low key sedan.
Low key.
It's a Ford Taurus.
Yeah.
Hey guys.
It's a
I'm thinking maybe we shouldn't go back and get Leanne at this exact moment, and because there's a car behind us, and they've been behind us for a while, and I think they're following us, and I feel like I've forgotten how to drive.
Okay,
just you're good. Let's just keep driving.
Mm-hmm.
Me and Sam can totally take care of this.
How? What?
It's all
Sam?
good. We'll make a plan.
Let's stop somewhere weird. Where's somewhere weird that we could stop that we might could lose them?
Let's
Here's
find
the
Melanie
pet cemetery.
at the venue.
You're actually pretty close to Pal's garage.
We're gonna stop at Pal's. Pal scares people. He's a scary guy.
And isn't there something going on with your car right now that we should have? We should have.
Y'all remember when
under the hood?
Yes, with the tail light.
All those times we voted to destroy your car to save our skins. Yeah. Okay,
Don't include me in that. Do not include me in that.
No, you.
Yeah, Mel was good.
Yeah,
was
I
good.
think we swerve into Pal's as quickly as possible. And then, I'm watching to see if they've gone past or if they're like...
Oh, yeah, the car that you think is following you definitely drives past.
Can I look at the license plate and try to see who's in it and that kind of stuff?
That's going to take another investigate roll from you.
Sam, do you think they'd let us switch cars?
Or if you want to have the person, if you want the person who has the best of that total take the lead and everyone else can help them, that might be the better way.
So I would be rolling 6 dice.
For investigate?
Yeah, so whoever has the best mind investigate. We're going to have our loo break here in a moment.
Okay, I have 8 dice.
Okay, so
I've got 7.
And are we trying to intimidate them? Is that what we're doing? Or are we just?
I think we're just trying to figure out who's in the
license
car
plate and
the license plate. And hi,
Lou.
Louise.
We can also see if Pal has a loner.
Yeah, I definitely think if this doesn't work.
The investigate Starfish Hawk, okay. The investigate roll will let you ask so the investigate role will let you ask the questions that are under the investigate option about the car. So
Okay, and I think Rue has the best total on a number of die to roll.
Yeah,
page 79 in the book for people looking it up.
Yeah. I was just going there. Thank you, Ethan.
There it is. Okay, so why don't we both roll to help Rue, and then I got 2 6s.
I got none.
So do I add die?
Add 2 dice.
Okay. So that's that, and now I get to roll 10 die.
Nice.
Yeah. Let me make sure I have enough room for them to roll for maximum effectiveness here. Okay. My dumb keyboard. I have to have stuff on my desk or something. I managed to get 1, 2, 3, 4 ones, but no 6s.
Yeah, great. Perfect.
Sorry, 5 ones. I missed one.
All right. Well, we're lucky that we're not playing Alien because
you'd be dead.
Yeah.
You would have died.
You'd be an android with a chest burster and out in space right now.
Matthew Lillard would be motorboating you with an alien right now.
Holy cow!
That is something that actually happens. So.
In every game of Alien.
I'm gonna push it.
Okay. Go ahead and take a condition.
I'm scared because we're being followed.
Fair.
I'm just gonna double check that this is 10 still. 10. Okay. I switched out the ones as well.
Good plan.
Because what the fuck was that?
she will be mailing them to TAWNIE to put in dice jail.
For proper punishment, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's better. Now I have 2 6s.
Nice.
Okay. All right. So go ahead and ask 2 of those questions. Or rather, I think it's actually 2 per thingy. Hold on.
Yeah, it's 2 per success.
No, it's 2, and then you get one more. You can ask. Yeah.
So 3.
Yes.
I'll start with who. So I don't think that matters. I don't think that matters. So I'm going to start with, where is it? Like where is this car? Because none of them is like, what's the license plate, whatever.
Right.
Like, how can I best know where this car is?
Well, you know that by putting, or they drove past, but you're fairly certain that they set up another, like they set up a surveillance, like a watch on PAL.
Ethan, you're clicking.
I was just texting him to stop.
So they set up a watch on PALs.
Yeah, like they drove past, but then they like went like a block down and
are checking it out.
Yeah.
What threat can I perceive from them?
They are definitely here to try and find where Leanne is, and then to report back, you assume, to Mr. Connor.
Connor. How can we get past them?
Well, if you sabotage their vehicle, they can't follow you now, can they?
That's true. Should we send little Gort running there? If they're only a block away and we kind of know where they are. Could we send him
with like a knife and he can slash the tires?
It can put a banana in the tailpipe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that would be very good. Very, very good.
You up for it, Gort?
Plus, I think like Gort deserves his adventure time.
I think so. I think you'll have fun.
As you're sitting there, you hear Pal yell, "Hey, Olaf! Your girlfriends are here!"
Coming.
I told Olaf I don't... Okay.
Can I do anything for you, ladies? He says as he like, you know, kind of like leans on the hood.
Yep.
Pal.
Hey, pal, what's up?
Ladies.
Standing here is great. It's actually quite helpful. So just try to look big and tough for a minute.
Do you want to see a cool scar?
Did you not know that I used to play football? American football?
But do you have this? And I pull off the gauze and show my scar.
Jesus, Rue, that looks so bad.
Patting it back on. I'm like, it's going to look so cool.
That's great. Like, you did that on purpose?
Have you ever been struck by lightning?
I can't say that I have.
I have. That's what I'm going to use as the excuse whenever anybody asks me how I got this. I literally just say that to Max and Sam.
So that's a good answer. Well, it is how you got it, basically. I mean, that's
That's great.
Do you have any cool scars?
None that I can show you that wouldn't get me in trouble. I'm
just kind of
like. So anyhow, hey Olaf. We're being followed. By the feds.
We're being subtle.
The Webbers. So you and the rest of Vanilla Harpoon have shown up. Like, now you're at the venue to kind of do like a little sound check. And you see Melanie there with Brigitte. And you also see you know, they've got all the stages set up kind of in like I'm imagining this more as like a street festival where they've got like stages set up like at the ends of streets and like in, you know, kind of in and around a couple block area. And you also see people in dark suits with sunglasses and earpieces casing the area. And that's unusual for a simple street festival. As you come walking in, Alex, you definitely see some of the suit types press their earpiece and say something into their sleeve. What do you do?
They're not like looking at me or no, I have anything to do with anything, right?
No, you do. Do you think that they were looking at you?
Oh, I think they were. Okay. I just turned to my van. I'm like, human shield.
Why?
I need you guys to shield me.
It Sten's here? Is that why?
It might as well be, but no, there's Sten-like men in dark suits with earpieces.
Are you okay, dude? Like,
can't say that I am, Devin. Can't say that I am.
So give me a
I also don't know why I'm whispering at a concert.
Well, this is still during setup. It's not like actually
Right,
like
gotcha.
rocking out. So go ahead and give me a body plus sneak roll here.
Body plus sneak. Here we go.
Remember to subtract 1 because I believe you do have a condition.
I do. I got no
Body
sneak.
moving,
All right, here we
body
go.
moving.
I got nothing.
All right. Are you going to push it and take a condition, or are you just going to fail?
Just gonna fail.
Okay. Yeah, they're like
I think I'm making more of a ruckus by trying to force them into a human shield.
Yeah, they're like, dude, hey, get off me, dude! Stop it!
But I need to be shielded.
What are you talking about?
See that guy over there?
Yeah?
I've seen at least like 2 more of them. And I'm pretty sure they're here for me.
Why would they be here for you, dude?
I don't have a good answer for you. But if you could just be like a rad dude and just like cover me.
Actually, says a familiar voice, he's right. And 2 of the suited dudes are standing on either flank of Director Blocken.
Shit.
Wait, who's Director
Alex?
Blocken again? He's the dude that's in charge of the loop,
Ingrid.
right?
Detective Ingmarie.
Yeah, it's a lady.
Bitch.
Your lady from last season?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, sorry.
Yeah.
What's her name again?
Blanken.
Blocken.
Blanken. Hi, Director Blanken. How may I assist you today at this festival of music?
Where's your sister?
I don't know. Is she in trouble again?
Not yet. I have some questions for her. And you.
I do not like this.
I am not okay. What can we do it here, or do we need to do I need to go to a secret scary room somewhere?
Don't go anywhere with them. What are you doing?
Never go to a second location,
Go to a
Alex.
second location.
Never go to the second location with the creepy corporate official.
With anyone.
I'm sorry, but my band and I have a don't split the party rule. So ask away.
Where's your sister, Alex?
I honestly don't know.
Well, then let's go find her, shall we?
I am unavoidably detained.
How?
I have a gig.
Boys, I think that you can set up the sound check without Alex here for just a few minutes, don't you? Don't you? And they're like, yeah, no, we can do it. It's fine. We're cool. We're cool.
Director Blanken, I think that you got to live out your dreams, and you should let me live mine.
You're not my real mom.
You're not my real mom.
if you want to see tomorrow night, Alex, you'll come with me.
Is that like a murder threat?
She looks at the two goons on either side of her, and they like physically scoop you up.
Okay.
And
I like to be lifted. Yay!
Can we do the thing from Dirty Dancing where you?
Yeah.
I was going to say, do you have a warrant?
I'm having the opposite of the time of my life.
Are either of you named Swayze?
Oh my god.
So, meanwhile, back at
Agent
Pal.
Swayze.
So, who are you? So you're sending Gort to sabotage the?
Oh hell yeah!
Okay. I think this is going to be a small extended trouble here.
Cool.
Which means
I like the
adventure.
small part of that.
It's only small because Gort.
Yeah.
I like to think there are people that are like, oh, look, that dude's already crowd surfing.
So
I'm like, only two
you are
dudes.
going to need 12 successes to successfully sabotage the.
Can I find a screwdriver in my trunk that Gort can use to pop the tires?
Sure.
Here's a screwdriver.
Go
Yeah,
ahead
he
and
is a
go.
screwdriver.
But go ahead and roll for me. Tinker plus mind, please.
Plus car.
Plus
Man,
car.
Now I'm just thinking of all the different ways you can efficiently slash tires.
Yeah. I feel like Melanie is Harriet the Spy if Harriet the Spy was based off Jason Bourne. She's got like a burner pager and just rocks
I
around.
got 1-6. I got 1-6.
Okay, that's one.
There's 4 of us though. That's not enough.
I am going
I should push it.
Well, are you going to or not?
Yeah. Does that mean I throw away my other my 1-6?
No,
Right.
you just
You push,
pick
you
up all
keep
the,
it, right? Okay.
You take a
That I'm scared.
yeah,
You take a condish.
And then I roll all of the dice that aren't 6s.
correct.
Except for the ones that are going in jail and are being replaced.
You in your dice jail.
You know what? It works.
Deserved sometimes.
Yeah.
That 5 fucking ones was not cool.
Okay. I have landed at 3 6s. That's better.
All right. So you you root through the roadside kit that your dad put in your car and get a screwdriver and give it to Gort, and like I think Gort does like a little like lightsaber routine with it, and then he's like, okay, let's go.
Yeah, it's
One
like
second,
good
Gort.
balance. That's
I want to try to give him like directions and try to like inspire him. So I'm gonna tell him where to go, and I'm gonna take off my ankh, and I'm going
Summon
to
the spirit of Nim.
Oh,
Hide Gort.
Can I do that?
Listen, you don't have time for a ritual like that. That requires hours.
It's very like
I mean, like
I don't have a summoning skill.
I feel like I don't know. I think you could BS your way into like, you know, the spirit of Nim is in my ankh. Let it guide you for like, you know.
I'll do that. I'm doing it.
This is a Princess Bride shtick. Yeah. So you're trying to command him, is what you're telling me?
Yeah.
Lead.
I was
Yeah.
gonna probably do lead.
Yep. Roll it.
So I wrap the little. I take like the cord and I make it into little circles so I can slip it onto his arm, so he won't lose it.
Okay.
And I tell him where to go. Use this, Nim will guide you, Gort. He always wanted the best for you.
Use the force, Gort.
Use the Nim, Gort. Wait.
I got 2 6s.
Nice.
Should I push for more? I have 5 dice left over.
How many conditions do you have already?
Just one.
Do it.
Theoretically,
Okay,
if we get to
I'm gonna
6,
do
we
it.
succeed, right? So
If you get to 6, that means that you can then burn up conditions to basically buy successes.
So if you think you're only going to get one more success, then it's the same as not pushing it.
I think
You could get
You could
more.
probably get more than one.
I'm gonna add upset to my conditions because bringing up Nim, I'm still healing.
Obviously.
And I'm just going to pick up those 6s so we don't get confused. And I didn't get any more. So
Okay.
I'm just going to leave it.
So we're still at 5.
Yep. Who's next?
Can I do a prep for future getaway? Like attach a smoke bomb to the back of my moped so that when they try to take off, I can pull in front of the car.
Oh, yeah. You want to do some
blind
James
them.
Bond shit? Go ahead.
Yeah.
Can't you also switch out the license plates? I mean, I'm just saying.
Well, her car has visible damage to the body, so it might make it easier to track on the road.
Or recognizable.
Yeah, I had a car like that. It was gold with a silver fender and a red hood.
Well, that's very not standard. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, it's pretty obvious whenever I was driving around.
Tech Tinker?
Yep. Plus your...
plus moped.
Plus moped.
Minus condition.
Yep.
That still sounded like a lot of dice.
3 6s.
Nice. We're at 8.
You're at 8. Okay, and then it's time to send Gort off.
Okay.
Dun, 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 dun,
Da-da.
dun, dun, dun,
So then-
dun, 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 dun,
Yeah, so we've made sure everything is attached and we're scooting off, and I suppose at this point we need to make sure that, we've got a tiny robot with a screwdriver running through. I kind of direct him. It's like, okay, now go through, like, try and keep cover for as long as you can. And then maybe, oh, hey, Olaf, is there a car on site right now that will backfire if you rev the engine?
Sure.
Because maybe we can use that as a distraction.
Some nice fake gunshots.
Yeah, but I have no idea what to roll for my part in any of this.
It feels like Tech Tinker.
Tech Tinker?
I would say either Tech Tinker or hold on. Or possibly Program. Let's do Program.
Okay. Oh, good. I have more in that. And do I get to use Gort for this or no? Since he's not technically okay.
Well, he's like the center of the scheme here, isn't he?
That's true. He is. But I figured since he is off doing his own thing, I wasn't sure.
No, he doesn't have his own dice to roll, so you should roll yours for him.
Okay, I got 2.
Okay.
How close does that
This
put
at
us?
10
10?
out of 12.
So you'll either need to push and take one more. So to succeed, right now, y'all can choose who takes extra conditions, or you can push and take one with the hopes of getting at least one success. But then you might get nothing, and then you have to take 3 conditions instead to succeed.
I have 3 slots left on my condition track.
I have no conditions yet, so I will push and take a condition.
Okay, so re-roll and hope that you get.
But I do get to keep my 2. Those 2 still count.
Yeah, you keep the 2 that count. You just pick up the dice that didn't
do anything
and re-roll.
Okay, I got 1 more.
Okay.
So it's like a push.
11.
So somebody has to take one more condition. Who's going to do it?
I've got 1.
I also got 1. I can take it.
Okay.
I'll be scared as I'm trying to drive away from these people and lead them in the wrong direction.
Okay. So yeah, Gort scuttles his way underneath the body of the trailing car. There are tense few minutes, and then he scuttles away and gives the signal. Mags, Sam, and Rue peel out of PALs, and they take off with Olaf pulling up in a sort of escorting position, and then he pulls up next to them, merges in front of them because they're still, like they're not on your tail. They're still trailing. He pops his smoke thing, and that overwhelms the engine of the car, and it slows to a knocking stop in the middle of an intersection as other cars like as our ladies get away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ew.
Good maneuver, Olaf.
Cut back to the Webbers, where Melanie. I think they finally find the two of you, and you're not like detained in like a spooky room necessarily, but you are definitely like kind of pulled off to the side.
For podcast listeners, they're making faces at each other.
So, Alex.
I've never done this before. What do we do? What do
I think you're actually sitting in the back of a vehicle. Like you're not like handcuffed or anything.
Hey, Alex, did you try that crying trick with your band like I told you?
I did.
Did it work?
It did.
Yeah. Proud of you, bro.
Yeah, they all.
The door opens up, and Director Blanken sits in the front seat. Melanie, it's good to see you.
Mm-hmm.
I know it's been a while.
Mm-hmm. Not long enough.
So, I know that the two of you don't like to stay out of trouble. So I'm wondering if you could tell me why there are United States government agents in the islands.
Oh, you know what? It's that drug cartel I've been running out of here.
Oh, right, that one.
Yeah, the big international one.
Yeah.
Yeah, huge operation running it out of the basement.
Yep.
They must be angry because we're trying to get in on their crack cocaine racket.
Okay, fine. You want to be a jerk about it, you can be a jerk. But I know what you kids get into. I know about all of the weird things that you come across that go away. Who do you think makes them go away afterwards?
Used to make them go away. Now we just stay out of trouble.
Except for the aforementioned drug cartel.
Right.
So you're not going to help me here?
If I knew anything, I would tell you. Probably. Maybe.
And why would we?
What, tell her?
Why would we help her?
I don't know. I mean, I suppose it's like a right thing to do or whatever, you know, because we've got a moral code. Some people have those.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, like, not like being a homewrecker or something like that. Like, that's not really part of a moral code.
No, it isn't. It's not.
That's really
what
not.
This is.
It really isn't.
Yeah.
Great. You're going to endanger the lives of hundreds of people because I had a personal relationship with your father.
Look, I already told you I have no idea what's going on. Okay?
I was just about to play a song called Goal Kick My Heart or something. I don't remember. There's so many.
Bicycle Kick Bitch?
Bicycle Kick Bitch.
That's a good song. I'm really glad you guys are playing that.
I don't know why I would know anything about agents being on the islands.
He reaches into her handbag and pulls out a picture of Leanne. Who is she? I have reason to believe that the agents that are here are looking for her.
Well, I can vouch for Melanie and say that neither of us are her.
Yeah, we're definitely not her. I mean, I just don't have the, I couldn't pull off that hair color. It's just not really, my complexion is just too. I mean, does she look familiar though, Alex?
I don't know. Was she on that? Was she on that show Twin Peaks that was on? Did she play Laura Palmer?
I don't
know. I mean, maybe she's been
Who
at the
killed
mall.
Laura Palmer?
You know what? That's a really
Director Blonkin. Did you work on that case?
No, I don't. Alex, that was a TV show.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Right.
I feel like I've seen this girl at the mall, maybe, but like, we see so many people because we work there, so I don't know if I've ever met her really.
Yeah.
Like.
Right. Okay.
I mean, like, what do you want with her?
If I have her, then I can give her to these agents and they can get out of my city, for one thing.
Well, why don't you just talk to the agents?
That's not how these things work.
Why not?
Because they're American. They have their own opinions on these things.
Oh, right.
Our mom is in America. You remember her?
Okay.
Fuck, dude, that was cold.
Well, this was lovely, and I hope the two of you enjoy having to look for new jobs.
Why would we have to look for new jobs?
Well, because of the drug charges.
What drug charges?
The drugs that are being sold out of the store that you work in.
What are you talking about? We work at a record store.
I know that is also selling a lot of drugs because nobody buys records anymore.
I just told you I'm running a drug cartel out of this town. Did you think I was lying to you?
Okay.
I only work there on like Fridays, so I'm not really a part of it.
All right. Well, this was fun. You can go now. Thank you for all of your help.
If we see her, I guess we'll call you or whatever. I mean,
the doors open up and the suits, kind of pull you out and.
Thank you, Jeeves.
Cut to. So where?
Yeah, I think we squeal through and pick up Leanne as soon as we lose the tail, and then
have her like duck down.
Could we? Okay, here's an idea.
Would she be offended if we
happened
asked
to the
her to ride in
barn?
the trunk?
What happened to the barn? You know, like the old barn, our old hang.
It's flooded out.
Yeah,
Is it still flooded out?
I think we mentioned
The
it.
field
I just
is.
thought it would be a fun callback. Okay, never mind.
Some guy named Marty
might
drove a
have-
DeLorean into it.
They might have gotten it drained by now.
Maybe.
Or
Is the barn drained?
The hayloft might be dry.
The hayloft is probably dry, but the barn is still probably aft.
Let's go to the hayloft because they never
like
look
this-
for us into flood.
I like this as a plan primarily because it's a callback, but it's also a good place to.
They never look for us there. I think so. As soon as we get there, we try to leave a message for Mel and Alex somewhere. Or
Can we call them?
establish that we have pagers.
No,
Damn it.
you'd have to call their house probably.
Okay.
But you
so
probably
yeah, I
know
guess-
we're both setting up for the event.
right.
Do Melanie, do you and I have like a plan of like not being followed after we leave said location that we were let go? Or do we just go back to what we were doing?
I figure
I imagine you both taking 5 steps out of the door and then sprinting in opposite directions.
Zigzag formation.
right. No, like I figure fuck, how are we gonna tell Niles is he's gonna get fucking raided? Shit.
No, what if
Around the 90s?
yeah, what if like I know that one of the little shops that's next to where Donna Matrix has been setting up.
Mhm.
And so we call that shop and say like, "Hey, is Donna Matrix still over there setting up? Can you like give her assistant a message really quick?"
Okay, you're
90s logic.
You're able to handle. You're able to handle a message.
Just be like,
Buddy's like, I've had to make that call.
Yeah.
1-800-CAL-ATT. Call me back. It's the payphone.
Oh, I did that.
Yeah, we used to do
Mom,
the
please
thing.
come pick me up. That's it.
We used to do the thing where
You've gotten a call from, "Hey, Mom, come pick me up."
Yeah. We used to do the thing where we would ask for Barney Wieland, except Barney was the name of our neighbor's dog. That was the we have arrived at our destination and are not dead signal.
Good call.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so I think we leave a message there just being like, "Meet us at the old place," and we'll get that.
That place where we did that thing that one time?
Yeah. And then we swing through, pick up Leanne really quick, go get ourselves up into the hayloft.
Okay.
I really think it would be funny if you said the old place and me and Melanie went to the old folks' home and we're like, where are they?
Yeah, like, what?
And then that's the 90s montage of all the wrong places until we finally...
Yeah.
God, we can't just call him.
No, we cannot.
Because we can't just call him, because if we do, they'll be able to look up the phone records.
So
it would take forever.
Let's cut. Let's
Momo?
cut to the to the old barn. Tell me about how crappy it is now.
Ooh, it was
Probably
pretty
worried that
hinky.
the boards are gonna break through.
Yeah,
it smells
it's
kind of like
pretty.
gym shoes.
It's like we're pretty sure that it's only our hopes and dreams that are keeping us up there at the moment.
There's some
place-
bricks and 2x4s
Everyone's
that are
spread
lined
out.
to get to it.
Yeah, and we're all spread out because if you stand on the same board as someone else, you're going through.
And I think Leanne is like,
Leanne can't go up.
Yeah.
Maybe she's standing on the brick
What are the
ladder.
floor
that
joists?
they made.
No. Even better. She's on a pulley,
There we go.
so she can
Okay.
stand up there with us.
Yeah.
no. I think Leanne is down in and kind of walking around like, this is where you had fun as children.
Well, I mean, it used to be just a little bit cooler than
We
it is
were
now.
A
shorter.
whole lot drier.
Couldn't really see it that well when you were wearing sunglasses.
It was yeah.
Well,
I
are
mean,
you guys there, or do you want to come in later?
Oh, what do you think?
Oh, I mean, I assume that,
Was there anything else you wanted to do before heading over?
I mean,
Record store, maybe.
there is that.
Yeah.
But how do we do that without
You
Like-
could ask us.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if we have any good
weird
ideas
cross,
for you.
like, we'll call this weird thing for you if you call this weird thing for us.
Yeah, I mean, actually, that's a really good idea to have you guys call
hmm
because
Do we have a phone near the barn?
No.
There might be
Well,
like a payphone.
Maybe you have one
Yeah,
in
is there
your,
like
in
a-
your old...
in the middle of the flood.
No, in your old house.
But would the phone still be connected?
yeah, they wouldn't just disconnect that.
Gort
It is
can
now.
get the phone activated. Like,
Gort can get the phone activated.
Let me tell you how easy it is to. Okay, my dad worked for the phone company in real life, so it's not weird.
oh yeah.
Right,
I know.
Yeah.
Later. Okay. So
Right.
you're gonna send. Are you going in with Gort, or are you just sending? Like, are you saying, "Go, Gort, fix the phone and come back and tell us"?
We might as well go in so we can call right away.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it'll save time.
So
It might
go
be
ahead.
slightly drier in there, actually.
Yeah, like you're like, let's all go back out to the barn. You get to the barn, you're like, let's go back to the house.
I just got these shoes, so
Gonna
Nice time
piggyback
to wear
ride?
them. Good.
yes,
good.
please.
All right,
I
so
was planning on going to a concert. I'm sorry.
Sam,
I didn't feel this in the universe.
give me a tech tinker roll here.
Okay. Sorry, I can't read my own writing.
They're both 6.
Well, and then
300. What?
Yeah. I just don't have enough dice.
Automatic success? Crazy.
I got
Okay.
2 successes.
Nice.
Dos.
Dos.
Yeah,
success.
Gort is able to rewire the phone line pretty easily.
Can he also make it so the phone wouldn't be able to be traced back to an actual
Yeah.
number?
Yeah, basically, like
Nice.
he's unscrewed the like the mouthpiece, and he's got his hand on the wire, and you're actually going to make the call through him, and that's
Of
going
course,
to
the best.
scramble everything.
Awesome.
Imagine you holding Gort up to your face.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Right, I'm like, hey, Gort. I'm like,
Yeah.
thanks.
Gort's just making like
Thanks
a
for this,
this
Gort.
shape.
Right. Just like in a banana shape.
Thanks, Gort.
Hello.
So, ring, ring. We're calling Niall.
Okay. Hello?
Code red.
What?
Reggae's
Code.
out of style.
Red.
Liquidate all reggae
Okay.
albums.
Marley
I got
went
it.
down.
3 little birds are on your doorstep.
Flush the toilet.
Flush it.
Wait, what?
Rob is making a face. What face is Rob making?
You hear the phone drop. Clunk.
Hang it up. Hang it up.
And somebody picks it up.
I'm
Hi.
making hang it
Listen.
up motions
No,
with
listen.
my hand.
No. Shh, stop it. Listen.
No hablo inglés.
No, shh, 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 shh.
This is Leanne's father, Mr. Connor. Can you tell her that I would like to see her?
Me speak.
Otherwise, your dear friend here probably won't make it to the hospital on time. Again. And that,
I think Max
Is
has awkwardly
where-
reached out and is holding Leanne's hand.
we take our second commercial break.
Rob, why are you trying to kill all the NPCs that we love?
And
I don't
we'll-
love him. He's my
Fields is
boss.
okay.
Like,
yeah. Oh, yeah, Jordan's like, oh, him, that's fine.
We should totally do that. We should just come back and be like, I mean, that's fine. Talk to you later.
And we'll be back in 10 minutes for our final act of episode 4.
yay.
We'll see you then. And we are back for the third act of our 4th episode of Things from the Flood. When we last left our teens, they had discovered that Mr. Connor had attacked Nils at the record store and has put the Weber's boss in danger to get them to bring Leanne with for a rendezvous. So we cut to the Magsmobile.
I have an idea. We can disguise one of us as Leanne, and then we'll split the party and distract him so that you guys can get Niels out of the record store, and we can, I guess, get him to the hospital or whatever, and then we'll run and figure out where the cranberries are staying, because it's got to be the safest place.
Right. I concur.
How do you recommend that we disguise ourselves as Leanne, who's a android?
Well, she looks like a people.
Leanne, did they
She
know
totally looks like
that
a
you
people.
left?
I'm assuming they figured it out at some point.
But you
If they
didn't
said-
tell. You didn't tell them that you were leaving.
No.
Are they going to try to rip your consciousness out of your body? Because I don't like that idea.
Leanne, does the name Connor ring any bells?
No.
Okay.
This is my fault.
No,
I'm sorry.
No.
No.
It is my fault. I
It's
think
a little bit your fault.
I think
It wouldn't have happened
Alex
without
Weber.
you, but it's yeah.
I think they must have broke the encryption on all of the messages that I was sending to Sam. That's how they know about Nils. That's how they know about all of you.
That would make sense.
Was there an
Not
earlier model of your AI intelligence?
No.
So
Okay.
where were you storing that if they broke the encryption, unless they had been listening in the entire time?
Like I said, it was my fault.
I think
No, Leanne. I mean, that's not the point right now. That's neither here nor there. But
you're just
they
trying to live
let-
your life, and that is fine.
Other people's bad behavior is not your fault.
But if they were
Yes.
listening the entire time, they let you steal that body.
Did you escape?
Why would they
or
do that?
Were you released?
I thought I escaped.
How much resistance did you come up against when you were trying to escape?
About what I would have expected. There was some damage to the facility. They didn't release it to the public because, well, we're already dealing with flood issues at the American Loop as well. So they just chalked it up to damage caused by the flood. And that way they didn't have to worry about a rogue AI with a military controlling a military infiltration body running around.
Are there any of these bodies at the
military?
Sweden Loop facility?
Not that I'm aware of.
Because
How
if we could
much-
get you out of this body
You don't
and
happen
give
to
the
have.
body back to them,
You don't
we could
happen
put
to
you in
have.
something else.
Sam, you don't happen to have an extra gort, do you?
We're not putting Leanne inside of a gart.
No.
Just an idea.
Keeps.
I'm already self-conscious about my height. I don't want to go into a gort.
Not
Think
even
your
if
height
it's
is
just for a little
perfect?
while to save your life? They're going to download you and take all of the information that you have learned about how to infiltrate.
We could fix this.
Can we put her inside of a Volkswagen Beetle? Get
Okay,
a nice
Herbie.
Herbie.
How much do they
Autobots roll
know
out.
about Sten?
The fuck does Sten have to do with anything?
Could we tell them that she's hanging out with Sten?
Ew, no.
It
No,
doesn't
it would be
have
a
to
lie, though.
true.
No, you'd still be with us. We would send a rumor that you were hanging out with Sten.
But still, ew, no.
Yeah.
Not after what he did to you, Mags.
But that's
so
the
Max
point.
reaches out and takes her hands, and she's like, "Listen, all it takes is a little bit of a lie, and also think about this: that they're going to raid Sten's house. This
I
could
see.
be what they're looking for."
But they still won't have her, and they'll still know that we've got her.
But, and hear me out, we could stow away in the Cranberries' luggage, and then we'll be in Ireland by tomorrow.
Mags?
Yeah.
I can't leave my grandma here.
Fair point.
Nils
She
needs
won't be
a
able
hospital.
to fit into the luggage.
There's got to be some place where we can hide you. If we can't hide your body, but hide you, the essence of you, the everything that's inside.
How many floppy disks would it take?
A lot.
I just had a face journey for that.
I shudder to think how many
suggestion.
floppy disks it would take. So.
What if we take her to the loop facility and download her consciousness into the loop computer?
How are we going to get in?
And how would
We have an
she be able to
infiltration
keep
model
separate?
robot with us.
Wouldn't they
How would we get her back out?
Wouldn't they suspect that, though? Wouldn't that be kind of a obvious choice?
Maybe it's so obvious that that's what they least suspect.
So remember that time that doctor was trying to steal all the soccer players to wipe their brains and use them as computer chips? Do we know anyone that doesn't have a personality?
You know, plenty of people without personalities.
Just a floppy body lying around.
Yeah.
Sten.
No, nothing like that.
Niels?
We can't put her in Sten.
What about Niels?
We have to. But
he's going to die.
We need to. We need to save him first.
I thought you were saying we should put Leanne in Neil's body, and I
was going to say
that was what I was saying.
I don't like any of these suggestions. I like
agree.
this body.
I also.
Yep.
We all do.
You stole that body. Yeah, especially you. But you stole that body. We might have to find an alternative.
What if we could bargain for it, and like maybe they shut off the like really warlike, tendencies of the body, so it's safe.
Leanne, what's the estimated market value of the body that you're in?
Texas.
plus maybe like $50.
I definitely don't make that.
We can't
over the summer.
make that bargain.
Blackmail.
Leanne, what do you want? Ultimately, what do you want?
Well, I want to get Nils out of danger. He may be an asshole, but he doesn't deserve to be hurt.
He's a dope, but we love him.
Question.
I mean, he's an all right boss, so.
The only reason why Blanken wants Leanne is because she wants the agents out of her area. Her jurisdiction. So could we maybe work together? Is that crazy?
Work with Blanken?
I don't think it's crazy at all. Hey, I know that you guys hate her for very good reason, but she's done us a few solids in the past.
But what if she gives Leanne to the agents to make them leave?
She's going to do that.
That's what she said she was going to do.
I think we could convince her not to.
If we can save Nils, Leanne, what do you want?
I want to finish the summer with my friends.
Maybe we can negotiate that.
We might be able to negotiate.
Blackmail.
With what? We don't have naked pictures of that guy that we can hold.
No, but okay, Leanne, how much information do you have on the Colorado loop that we could put on file somewhere and be like, if you fuck with this agreement, this will go to every major news source in the entire world?
Oh, that kind of blackmail.
Yes, that kind of blackmail.
Do you know anything? Never mind. That's not appropriate at the moment.
Aliens.
You were going to ask about the X-Files, weren't you?
What about Area 51? Alien.
Oh, you mean the swimming pool? Well, let me tell you.
Cocoon.
Let's talk. I don't know if we have time to talk to Director Blanken.
You're right. We definitely need to go and get Niels first. Okay. Let's get some of this information down and on Gort, so that if they go back on whatever deal we wind up making, we can push the button and the information goes out to all of the news sources in the entire world of kind of shit they're up to at the Colorado Loop that they shouldn't be up to. And like, remember when they tried to steal my brain? Like, that's unethical.
Leanne lifts up her hair, and one of the slots opens up to like a USB port kind of thing that Gort plugs into. And in the interim, you have all arrived at the mall where the lights to mythology are shut down. What do you do?
I say we just go in,
turn on the lights,
badasses we are.
We could not.
Is the mall open? Like, is there people around?
It's close to closing, so it's not like you could still walk in as regular customers, but like it's pretty bare at this point.
Could we?
I say let's just walk in like the badasses we are with the blackmail that we got and lay the shit down and be like, fuck off, this is the situation, and fucking handle it.
Wow, you actually said fucking.
Do we leave Leanne somewhere?
Leanne, is there any way that they can remotely deactivate you?
No.
Okay.
If they could have, they would have.
That's true.
Leanne could like fuck this guy's face up with like a snap of her fingers.
That's not really going to help our blackmail plan, though.
Is he
But
actually
just in
human,
case.
though?
It's a good fallback.
Didn't think of that.
While we're dealing with them at the record store, we could maybe hide Leanne at the video store where Ellen is.
I don't want to hide.
Fair enough.
I'm just worried about he's a
Do this as a
T-1000.
team. We do this as a team.
Then you should stay behind us.
Okay.
Just in case they try to zap you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because, we're good meat shields.
Yeah,
So
we're
we
not,
cut-
Say it like
we don't
that.
conduct as well as you do. I don't know.
So
They'll just feel more bad about killing teenagers, okay?
we cut to the darkened mythology store. The door opens up, and the teens walk in, and you've all got you're all kind of like surrounding Leanne, and Mr. Connor is behind the counter.
Mr. Connor.
Margaret Stryker. I mean, I could go through and identify each of you because Leanne has told me all about each of you.
Told you, or did you steal that information?
What she said.
Sam using proprietary electronic
You're going to need to rewind
networks.
Yeah, we lost you there for a second, Rob. It went all funky.
Okay. You were using proprietary networks from the United States government, so...
You're not American.
That is true. But I am here for our property, so Leanne, say goodbye to your friends. It's time to go home.
She's going nowhere.
Why do you want her back?
Because that is stolen. And he points at her.
That
What do you mean stolen?
has a name. Her name is Leanne.
You programmed her this way. What did you expect?
I did no such thing.
Well, then whoever
Or
the
her
fuck
dad.
on your team did.
You'll be interrupting her first infiltration mission if you stop this now.
That is true. But I'm sure she's learned a whole lot about human foibles from surrounding herself with teenagers for the past 2 months.
And I'm absolutely certain that you know all of the information that she has at the ready that she gathered on you and your team.
So you know what she knows, but you don't know what we know.
But we know what we know.
But do you know what we know that we know what we know?
1 + 2 + 1 + 2 + 1.
2 + 1.
Yeah.
Who's on first?
Well, Leanne, are you coming or not?
Question, Connor. Isn't it the least bit interesting to you that Leanne has been able to assimilate in society without anyone being the wiser? Don't you think it's valuable to see how far and how long she's able to live a life as a normal person in society? Wouldn't any of that information be valuable to you? I'm sure she's not the only one.
Leanne,
Nils?
let's go. And Leanne...
Where's Nils?
Leanne turns to Rue and says, I'm sorry.
Can I take
I lied. And she dashes forward as fast as possible. You grab air.
Ah, fuck.
And before any of you can stop her, she hits Connor full force, sending him smashing back into the back room of mythology. Just standing there, fist out, anime punch style.
He asked for it.
What are the other goons in the room doing?
It was just him.
Oh.
While she's standing there all badass, because I've already witnessed this before, and I'm kind of used to it at this point, can I start searching the place for Nils?
I just say, dope.
Okay, pause.
Is he alive?
Pause. Tony?
Yep.
The only place Nils could be would be in the back room.
Okay.
And sure enough, he is in his chair, except he's been horribly tortured and beaten.
Nice.
Like, you don't know what kind of human could do something like this. Like, his eye is swollen, his nose is busted, his lip is purple with blood.
Is he conscious?
Barely.
Nils, are you all right?
No!
Cool. All right. Hey, are you able to walk?
No!
Cool. All right. Awesome. Nils is fine.
When you turn, you see Connor standing behind you. The flesh of his jaw ripped off.
He is a Terminator.
With a metallic endoskeleton underneath.
If you take Leanne, we're going to send all of the information that we have on the Colorado Loop to every news source in the entire world.
I don't think that's going to work.
It might.
It's a fail-safe. If we don't stop it, it's just going to go out automatically.
Mm-hmm.
But you'll all be dead. So this is an extended trouble.
Mm-hmm.
Felt that one coming in my soul. How much trouble are we looking at, Rob?
It's pretty troubling.
How many is troubles?
So I'm going to say that this is an extremely difficult trouble, which means to succeed, you are going to have to get 24 successes.
24?
Now,
consider it done, Rob. Easy.
I will also say this. Because you know me, I loves me a devil's bargain.
Mm-hmm. You do.
If Nils dies,
Nope.
that will take away some of the successes that you need.
I don't think that's a fair bargain. I'm not
You
in.
don't have to make that call right now. I'm just laying it out there on the table. Now, 24 to defeat John Connor. Who wants to take their first crack? 12, incidentally, is what you need to not have Leanne
Tooken.
tooken. Well,
Took. She done been took.
I have a certain
what?
set of
Squozen.
skills.
no, you know what? I will also offer up. You can also give damage to Leanne as successes.
I don't think that's fair either.
Why is that not fair?
You guys fix her? Is she fixable?
I guess we'll see, won't we? So, who wants to take the first crack? Sarah,
I do.
All right.
I would like to keep him talking and just talking while I grab some whatever drug I find that's in a powder form as pocket sand, because we know they're organic in some way, and if it gets into him, it's probably going to fuck up his senses.
Okay, so that's going to be a heart plus charm, since you are deceiving.
So you're being Michael Cera with cocaine.
Basically, yeah.
Have you ever tried cocaine?
Oh God.
I'm gonna use my buffalo shoes because I'm taller and I can get up to his face easier.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that is not the worst. But
We each need to get 4.
Yes.
right. I'll go ahead and
How many did you get?
I only got 1. But I'm gonna push and I'll mark exhausted because I've been setting up gear all day.
Right.
And this is just not what I want to fucking do. Ah! No, come back, little dice. Ah. Fine.
Floor dice.
That dice didn't want to disappoint you.
Yeah, well, it rolled a 3
ran
down
away.
there, so
Doesn't count. Floor dice don't count.
all right. Wait a second. That one. Okay, well that's 3.
3 total or 3 more?
3 total.
Okay.
Okay.
So I mean that's at least
I-
something.
Would like to become the proverbial bicycle kick bitch.
The BKB. The BKB.
Bicycle kick him in the fucking face and hope to rip off the rest of his jaw.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a body plus
move.
Force here, I
Force.
think. Yeah.
So
If only you still had your
my
kickball.
trusty soccer ball.
Dang it, Dad.
Obviously, I can't really use my car. It's in the parking lot.
No.
Okay, that's 1-6. I am upset. And I'm going to roll all of those other dice again, except for these 2 ones that are getting swapped out.
I have a quick question.
Yes.
Is it too late to empathize?
In what sense?
No, but it's too late to apologize.
That's what I was going to say.
Too late.
You have to talk to the person to empathize. I was looking at it too. You have
Okay.
to have a conversation.
1 additional 6, so that brings us up to 5 total.
Well, because it does say the ability to study what makes a person, animal, or conscious robot or android tick and find out its weakness. So that seemed handy dandy.
But you need time to study or talk to the creature.
Right. Okay. Well, that's unfortunate.
So you're at 4? 5? Okay.
Sarah had 3. I had 2.
Okay, who's next?
I'd like to investigate.
Okay, what are you investigating?
So I want to try to find anything hidden here that might be able to help us fight a fucking robot.
Okay.
And I'm clutching my ankh to try to calm myself down because a lot is happening right now.
That's true.
Can I help her somehow?
You already went.
Oh, okay. Because I was just.
I brought out the big die, so I'm
man.
rolling in stages because I don't have enough room.
So, Rob, is there anything I can do to help her? And would that negate my turn?
Yes. The way that extended troubles are set, you're each basically taking a shot. So.
Oh, okay.
Oh God. Okay. Stop. 3 6s. 3 6s.
Yes. Right. We're at 8.
Should
Okay.
I push it, guys? I have 8 to roll again.
If you can do it, do it.
Okay, I'm now very tired.
Yeah.
Had a long day.
I would say so.
Okay. One more. Okay. And these 2 more. Okay, so that's 5 total.
Damn, that brings us up to 10.
That's why I brought out the big dice.
So you tell me, what do you find that can help in this situation?
I think that back in his little drug area, he had what's it called? A liquid nitrogen gun, probably to help keep stuff cool.
I believe that.
For storage. So I'm like, we could probably use this. This is something we could probably use.
You come running out like, hey guys.
Yeah. And I'm carrying a bag, not a bag, a cooler that he probably he had labeled with NO for nitrogen or something.
Okay.
Question.
Yeah.
I have an idea, but I don't think it's something I can do. I was wondering if maybe, considering I'm assuming he's not that much different from Leanne, I was wondering if in the same port Gort could upload a virus of some sort.
It's possible, though. If you're taking that action, that would be your tech skills.
Or could that be more of a heart lead, like you suggested to Sam?
I mean, I could try that.
That's more of a I had this idea. Let me tell you about it.
You can also use heart lead to basically say, hey, Leanne, hit him again.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah.
Leanne, hit him again.
Okay. Play it again,
Inspired.
Sam.
Okay, so heart lead. Here we go. Okay, here we go. Nothing. So I'm going to roll again.
Yeah.
I am a little scared.
I love dishes get
Nothing.
Ooh.
So less than ideal, Alex Weber.
I only have 3 dice, so
well, I think you're
a better thing.
I was trying with the empathize.
Well, I think what happens here is you're like, hit him again, but she actually jumps to your defense to keep him from putting your face through the wall. But that soaks up any opportunity that she has to attack. So who's next?
I'll go. And I am using what I have learned from Leanne about her physiology over the last 2 months, and asking a whole bunch of nerdy questions about how all of it works.
Do you robot poop? What is it?
It's so I know nothing goes in, so nothing comes out, right? that somewhere in there we've got.
Yeah, there are some questions that I think afterwards both of you were like, let's never speak of this again.
Yeah, it's like science, but
because I don't know, and I don't really want to know. So let's just call it a night.
It's called a maybe.
Yeah, I'm sure there were certain things about like how functional are you. We didn't necessarily have to go into, but just how like. It's like, what are the kind of things that interrupt your service? What are the kind of things that, it's like, what can hurt you? Because I don't want to see that happen. So using that sort of stuff, I want to see if there's anything that I can do to disrupt the function of Mr. Connor.
Okay, so I think that is going to be a program roll.
Okay.
You can feel free to use Gort if you wish.
Okay, he will help because
calculate.
Calculate
is going to be because that's the ability to know how technical robots work and how to use them.
Alrighty. Luckily, that does not lower my number.
Yeah.
So that and that and that. Okay. Okay, so I've got 1. And I'm going to push.
Okay.
And it's going to make me really,
this is not
really,
good.
really tired. And I have got 2 more. So that brings me to 3 total.
Okay, so that brings us
at 13.
13, all right. So that means that you will succeed in taking down Mr. Connor, but just how well you do it, that's still up in the air.
I know we're going to be Olaf, isn't it?
Who is left to roll here?
I am going to do the simple thing of taking an extension cord, cutting off the end, plugging it into the wall, and throwing it at him.
Okay. That sounds like a tinker move to me, buddy. So Olaf
you
is the
should roll like 11 successes right now.
Olaf is the last roll here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe.
Okay, so that's 2. And I will push it.
Push it.
Still only 2.
So what is your total then, please, Meg?
15.
15. Which means that
15 out of 24.
1 5 or 1 6?
1 5.
So that means that you need 9 conditions. Now.
I can take 2.
I can also take.
I can take 1.
I can take 2.
I can also take 2.
2 puts me at full except for like everything except for broken and scarred.
Yep.
Same.
Well, that means that technically you can take 3. Because if you take broken.
Right. I'm going to take 2 to start with.
Now wait. Let me lay out the menu of pain here.
Oh boy.
Nils, if he dies, takes 5. For every level that you give to Leanne, that is that's she can take up to 10 conditions.
But every level.
But every, you basically, each two that you, for every two that you give her, she takes one of those conditions. So she would be upset. She would be whatever. She would be whatever.
I'm gonna take 2. I'm exhausted and injured.
Yeah,
I hurt my foot when I actually kicked him in the face.
I have 1 left before I have to take broken.
Okay.
I'll take injured.
I'll take 3 because I have upset, scared, and injured left.
Okay.
And I'm figuring he probably got a blind swing in on me and I got hit.
So you're at 7 right now, or no?
That puts us at 21 out of 24.
Okay.
We need 3 more.
I can take 2 before I have to take broken.
I also have 2 until I have to take broken.
I got 1.
So you guys are just gonna wipe yourselves out?
So then, Tony, you take 1.
Okay.
You'll be on the same level then as Ethan, and everyone else is fucking full up.
And then we'll have 6 extra once we kill Nils.
No, because we're at 24 now. So we made it. We did it. Just everyone is like fucking swamped.
All right. So I think what happens here is like you each do your small part, but in the end we have that that solo ninja attack moment where every time one of you runs up to Connor, he smashes you and or throws you through a thing or whatever. Because I don't. Well, I feel like Connor is a threat that only Leanne can directly engage with. And so I think we end with a mix of robot fight, and then bam, Connor smashes Alex, and then robot fight, and Melanie gets pushed away. And finally, in the end, Connor has his hands around Leanne's throat, and he's like, you can hear her gears like grinding as he's pushing her down onto the ground, and under her skin there's a strange translucent light, a red light that starts to glow as she is able to get her foot back underneath and push Connor back up to a standing position. And
by pushing his eyeballs in?
you like to go for the eyes, Boo, like every time.
Weak spot.
But I think with one, she grabs his neck, or she breaks his grip, grabs his neck with one hand, takes the electrical cord that Olaf had set up, and jams it into his mouth. Energy and sparks explode everywhere. Leanne goes flying back. Connor goes flying back. And then we black out.
Yeah, that sounds about right. I'll black out after that, too.
We come back to the next day. where I think all of you except Leanne, are in Director Blonkin's office.
Oof.
And she's like, this is the worst feeling that you've had since any of you have ever been in the principal's office.
Mm-hmm.
And she's been making you wait there for like 15 minutes for a debriefing.
So the crying really worked on the rest of the guys, Alex?
Totally did.
You guys want to get lunch after this? I'm feeling.
Oh,
hungry.
no. I need to get the makeup perfect because Dolores O'Riordan is going to notice me in the crowd. So.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyway, yeah, the
Concert
crying
yesterday?
thing worked totally.
That's
No,
good.
it's today.
I'm really
Okay.
glad.
I'm really glad that you suggested it because it totally did.
Yeah.
The door opens finally, and Director Blonkin walks in.
Hey, hi. We have plans tonight, so
Pitch.
wrap this up.
Okay.
Attica!
I want to keep this brief too because
A brief
Don't
briefing.
need to linger.
I don't really enjoy being mocked by teenagers.
A
So
brief
I will
briefing where we're
Who's
all
mocking?
wearing briefs.
leave it at this. Thank you.
Was there a roared bunny?
No, say that again, though.
Thank you for what?
Well, she said.
The Krafta Corporation has made arrangements with the individuals who sent the Connor model. And instead of wishing to break apart and inspect how things go with the Leanne model, we're going to take him apart instead to see how he ticks.
I'm cool with it.
So, the other robot that you were looking for that we have absolutely no knowledge of course.
Mag's your bad liar. She knows.
She knows.
All right, fine. But they're not going to do anything with her. No.
Not as long as she quietly lives out the rest of the summer hanging out with her friends.
Are there other secret robots we don't know about?
You don't want the answer to that question.
Olaf, are you a robot?
It could be.
Could I be like
Be.
Boomer?
You know, I have a very big suspicion that
You got there
The-
eventually. That's fine.
there's a Sten model that's been going to the high school that you guys should really check out.
He's-
She might not be wrong. He displayed some very interesting habits.
As far as I know, the Connor model is the only model that has any sort of infiltration abilities. If there were any other sorts of robots like that in here on the Malaran Islands, I would know about them and would consider them a great safety risk. But I
The
don't
Sten
know.
model has done something called panty raids, so I feel like that's
But I also
True.
have a feeling it would be a waste of time to make a robot that is such a 100% a dick.
the Connor model was 100% a dick.
You're like peas in a
Blanken,
pod.
are there any student internship positions available on the
We
Connor
can
dissection?
talk about that in the fall.
Okay,
She'd be a really good candidate because she knows lots of stuff.
I
but
know.
not too much stuff.
We've got
Not
dossiers.
too much stuff. of
Mags,
course.
we've got dossiers. She knows.
I'm aware of
Yes.
her work on the Gort models. Now, like I said, keep it quiet. Stay as far away from me and the loop as you possibly can.
No more trouble from anyone here ever again.
I can't really promise that, but
I know you have dossiers. I just want you to know all my music is copyright. You can't have bicycle kick bitch. Can't have it. You can't.
I'm the original bicycle kick bitch.
OTP, nothing yet. And as we say that, the camera fades to and comes back up on the Watts household, where Leanne is getting out of the shower. And she swabs the she's got her towel up, and she swabs the mirror to take a look, and then she winces as she pulls up the side of her towel where the red glow came from, where there is now a throbbing red light that stops and then opens like an eye.
what the shit?
I knew it was aliens.
And that is where we end our fourth adventure of things.
Makes sense to me. Why wouldn't it open?
We'll be back in just a few moments for our after-school special, which hopefully I don't blow up during, and we'll be able to talk about all sorts of interesting things coming up. We'll see you then. And welcome back to our after-school special. Well, that was exciting now, wasn't it?
I just like you.
I was telling them over the break that one of the things that I wanted to do with much like we did with Tales from the Loop is this is an opportunity to riff on stories from that particular decade. And I kind of jumped the gun a little bit on Jurassic Park with our finale for our last episode, or for our last season. But Terminator 2 was like was the gigantic movie in 1992. So I felt like especially since we have a season-long arc based on nice robots, we had to throw a killer robot in there. So
it was Deadly Assault Robot.
In listening to you guys, it's always fun when I have a reveal like that to watch people as they either throw it out there as a crazy idea, or maybe they throw it and then they're like, wait a minute, is it? So that's I try to run with open secrets as much as possible, but sometimes it's just such a good twist that you want to keep it like that. Mm-hmm. So let's do our XP here, folks. And then we have a few announcements to make about the show.
In the meantime, if anybody out there would like to make a techno remix of Megs trying to explain dating to Leanne, that'd be wonderful.
It should be pretty simple because she took like a full second pause between every single word. So
just auto-tune it. Call it good.
Yeah.
I love how you tried to translate it into what she could connect to. It's like, well, yeah. it's like you're programming. So,
especially since Mags knows nothing about programming.
Yes. I was that's a bold choice for a character that needed help from Sam on how to type on a keyboard.
I was learning code.
I guess the question is, do we open next episode with you and with Mags and Leanne on your robot not date?
At the cranberries? At the cranberries? At the cranberries, Rob?
We'll see. All right.
They canceled.
I don't need every one of my players wanting to kill me, okay? I try to
just to twist the knife. Ringo was going to be on drums.
Rotate it so at least like somebody might
that would be
like,
Virgil
hey,
Waller.
Stop! Don't kill him. I tried. Anyway.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
So everybody gets an XP for being here.
Yay.
Did your problem or relationships get you into trouble?
Relationships for
yes.
sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was anybody broken and forced to take a scar?
No.
Does the scar count for this episode since I didn't count it for last episode?
No, you got a living Mr. Shielberg for your scar. That's plenty.
Okay.
I mean, he can still die. He's in the
this
hospital.
episode only. Now,
Oh,
I know
wait.
where you live too, Tony. I'd be careful for the words that you're just throwing out there into the universe.
next in 2 weeks, it's like, welcome to Jordan Murdered, the Theater of the Mind Flayers. I'm Jordan.
He's dead.
Yeah.
We're gonna be on the next episode of the next season of Serial. It's just,
Yeah.
Hey,
This,
we're
this
gonna
live
start the new.
That's when she
all
snapped.
We're
died
gonna start
except
the
for one
new
person.
satanic panic because role playings have led to murder again. All right, and what
That
did you
actually might be a
learn?
good strategy.
What did you learn from tonight's episode?
Leanne stole her fucking body from the U.S. government.
Okay.
And there, the Colorado Loop has murder bots.
There might be secret Cylons all around us.
I don't know if I knew this already, but Nils is selling drugs from the record store.
Grandma's cool with me being gay.
Director Blanken is still a stone cold biatch who can't do her job.
All right.
You're gonna get me
Okay.
a hot internship, though. So
So let's talk a little bit about what we're doing moving forward. So next week we are, or our next episode, I should say, so in 2 weeks is going to be our season or series finale of Things from the Flood. I have had a ton of fun doing this show, and while we go through and play different games, it's very fun to come back to these characters, and especially in a situation like this where we're able to put some time in between the characters and kind of let them grow and change on their own. It's a very rare thing, and I think it's been fantastic seeing these characters go through these elements. So I'm very excited about that season finale. I hope you join us for that. I also hope that you join us for our final series of 2020, which is going to be Delta Green.
Oh, man, I'm real stoked for that, by the way.
I'm calling it the T-cell tapes. Because the members in Delta Green, each individual cell has a letter designation, and I chose T, partially because these are mind players, also partially because the T cell is, a cell about the immune system, so I thought it was, slightly clever there.
And Resident Evil.
And Resident Evil. So there are a lot of things. We're going to be doing 5 episodes of that, and I think it's going to be I think it's going to be more spooky stuff. It's going to be a little darker than Flood has been, but that's okay. Like I think one of the things that I want to do is to not just explore the different games that we can play, but also kind of the different depths of subject matter. So
I was
like
born in the darkness.
right.
Really
So
inherited it.
it won't be too dark depending on how many clues TAWNIE has had before the show starts.
Just the one.
So that's going to be our series that takes us out. And then we are going to be doing. So once we're done with Delta Green, we are actually going to be moving off of our live broadcasts here on Twitch. Is that right? Did I get that right?
Yes.
I think I got that right. Okay. And we're going to
I thought we were going to keep it through the end of the year.
Well, that is the end of the year essentially. So
Well, 'cause
Live
we've got
broadcast.
one shots.
Because
but yeah.
we were thinking about pre-recording Fiasco,
right.
I feel like. So it would be live.
Right.
There's still the one shot.
Right, but we're going to probably tape those. Anyway, at any rate, we're probably going to be moving to a taped format because one of the reasons why we were live was that live theater feel that we had in Washburn Studios. And unfortunately, with the way things are going with the COVID-19 pandemic, that does not seem like it's going to be changing anytime soon. It's heartbreaking and infuriating. I would much rather be in a room with these amazing players to feed off of their energy and to feed them my energy, because I think that makes that's one of the things that makes the show unique.
100%.
But we're doing our best, and we still want to play these games, and frankly, we still want to have this contact with each other and you. So in the meantime, we're going to be doing remote games like this for the foreseeable future, and as soon as we feel comfortable and we know that we're okay with it, you all will be the first to know. But one of the things that we're going to do during this remote period is test out how pre-taping works as a format for us, and do it on a regular basis, as opposed to, say, the way that we taped Masks this past year, where Danielle was in town and we just sort of marathoned and ran her in there and got a season out of it.
And coming from experience, that
shit's exhausting.
It is.
Oh,
well,
girl, try it for a full week.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like and Sarah, especially with her experiences on Encounter Party, it's a very intensive process.
Yeah, it's
so
exhausting.
we're hoping that if we
but exhausting.
tape, but then we're regular about it on a regular schedule, we're not going to burn each other out by doing that. As far as what we're going to be doing next year, we're still in the process of figuring that out, but we're also going to be clear that we're not going to try to announce our whole year. We did that this year, and it blew up in our faces. So next year, we're going to try to keep those cards closer to our vest for a variety of reasons. We want to make sure that the shows that we do that we were able to do the ones that we want to do. I think that'll offer us a little flexibility, not just in a big picture, but also in a like, hey guys, I just heard this game came out. Do you want to try it? And I think that that will allow us. I think that'll allow us a little more mobility to like play smaller games and really focus on games that aren't being covered by the other play shows, because that's one of the reasons why we do this. And I think that will also allow us to be more, because we're going to be remote, we're going to hopefully be a little more flexible with our cast as well too. That way, we're going to look into seeing what we can do as far as bringing back people like Jenny, who has been a wonderful addition to our Flood shows. If you want to have an influence on that, your best way to do that is to join our Patreon, because we're going to be talking with our patrons about the games that we play. I forgot. We never quite got to the concert tonight. We'll do it next. We'll do it next time, because our patrons have some really good fake band names that I wanted to highlight. So I think we'll maybe do a little bit of wrap up next time of the concerts were great kind of a thing.
And also being a patron gets you into our Discord, and we can chat.
You can hang out with us and tell us what we got wrong. It's a ton of fun.
Yeah, it's a good time.
So the long and short of it is, thank you all for continuing with us on this journey, and we hope that we have brought you some joy and fun in this weird ass time that we're going through right now, and we hope to continue to do so moving forward with whatever games that we decide to play. So next week, or our next session, is going to be our season finale of Things from the Flood. Then after that, our next series is going to be Delta Green. So for Theater of the Mind players, we are
Ethan Ixon Anderson,
Jenny Higgins,
Jordan Fishburn,
Thompson,
Tony Cheek.
There was a Tawnie P. Thompson in there if nobody saw it. And I'm Sarah Babe.
And as always, our Lord of the Board,
Brad Davies.
For all of us here at Theater of the Mind Players, this is Rob Wieland reminding you that to repeat to yourself, it's only a game. I should really just relax.
God, what
See you
if
next
we're all
time.
Or just be a robot.
What if we're all robots?